Today we're going over the substitution method. In the substitution method, we look to eliminate one of the unknowns, x or y. And we're going to start with this example, which we already solved using the addition method. And basically what we need to do in the substitution method is pick one of these letters and solve for it. For example, you can solve the second equation for y. Let's solve the second equation for y. Minus 2x minus 2x. And that gives us y equals 7 minus 2x. I'm going to put this in a box, okay? In the other equation, wherever you see a y, we're going to change it to 7 minus 2x. So let's go back to the first equation. 3x minus y. Okay, this is y. I'm going to represent y by this box. Equals 3. That's the first equation. Inside here, I'm going to put 7 minus 2x. Let us simplify this. This box acts like a pair of parentheses. So 3x minus 7 minus times and minus is plus 2x equals 3. Okay, add 7 to both sides. The 7's cancel. On the right side we have 3 plus 7, which is 10. On the left side we have 3x plus 2x, which is 5x. 5x equals 10 can be solved by dividing both sides by 5. So x equals 2. Once you solve for x, you can substitute anywhere ahead of it to get y. Let us substitute in the boxed equation, which is this one. The boxed equation is y equals 7 minus 2x, which is 7 minus 2 times 2. That's 7 minus 4, and that's 3. Y equals 3. And that is what we got when we solved this system using the addition method. Let's do another example. In this example here, this would be 207. When you look at these two equations, the easiest letter to eliminate is this x here. So when you're using the substitution method, look for the numbers in front of x's and y's and pick if one of these equations has a 1 in front of either x or y, you can pick that one. If it doesn't, you can still solve for it, but then you'll be dealing with fractions, which is still okay. So let's pick the first equation and solve it for x. Here's the first equation. X plus 3y equals 7. To solve for x, we need to subtract 3y from both sides. So x equals 7 minus 3y. I'm going to put this inside a red box. And I call this the x box. Yes, the x box. I've been using the expression Xbox for about 25 years now or more. Okay, so x equals 7 minus 3y. We've used the first equation. The equation we have not used yet is the second one. So it's 2x minus 2y equals minus 2. But we're representing x by a red box, x box. So 2x minus 2y equals minus 2. Now what's going to go inside this red box, the x box, is 7 minus 3y. And this acts like a pair of parentheses. So we need to multiply 2 times 7, which is 14. Distribute 2 times minus 3 is minus 6y. Minus 2y equals minus 2. Okay, subtract 14 from both sides. So the 14 is cancelled. Minus 6y minus 2y is minus 8y. And then the right side is minus 2 minus 14 is minus 16. Divide both sides by minus 8. So y equals 2. Once we find y, go back to the boxed equation, the x box, to find x. So x equals 7 minus 3 times y. 7 minus 3 times y. But y is 2. So it'll be 7 minus 6. X equals 1. In summary, when you're using the substitution method, pick one equation, eliminate one unknown. Okay, like here we picked the first equation, we eliminated x. Solve for it. And then in the second equation, in the other equation, wherever you see an x, replace it by 7 minus 3y. And that's what we did here. 2x, 7 minus 3y, minus 2y equals minus 2. This becomes an equation in y only. Solve for y, That gives you y equals 2. And then go back to the boxed equation and solve for x. We could have gone back to another equation and solved, and we would have got the same thing. You can leave the answer like this, or you've got y equals 2, x equals 1. You can write it as 1, 2, x first, y second. And that is the substitution method.